Hi guys, welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be talking about my washer and dryer and the reason why I've been gone for a minute this week and I haven't really been vlogging or doing anything, and that is because my washer machine broke. That happened, I think, Monday of last week. It happened like in the late afternoon. I was trying to wash some clothes, and the next thing I know, there was like a water leak down at the bottom, and that's when I knew that something was wrong. So we are going to be talking about this because you guys know that I do budget on this channel and I have my sinking funds and all of that, and I did not have a sinking fund for something like this to happen. So we are going to be talking about how I paid for it and all of those things. So we did try to fix it late at night after that happened. We were trying to figure out like what was wrong with it, where the water was coming from, and we couldn't really fix anything that night. So the next day, my husband tried again, and the next day it was even worse because it would start, but it would not spin the clothes, and then it would stop, and the clothes would still be wet. And so it was just like this whole issue, and I knew that we were probably going to need a new washing machine. And not only that, if you have been with me for a while, you know that our dryer wasn't completely working at its full potential. So I had talked about this a long time ago, how my dryer would only dry if it was like a small load of laundry. So we would try to avoid any or like doing any big loads. Or when I washed my comforters, I would have to dry them twice. And so I was already planning on getting a new washer and dryer set in the future. I also had like a savings challenge planned already that I had in here, just because I knew that I was going to need one not soon, but like later on. And so I had a 2,000, I don't know why I made this amount, but it was a challenge for $2,640. I think I had gone on the Lowe's website and look at some dryers, and that's where the number came from. But I wasn't thinking that something like this was going to happen so soon. And so I was focusing on other challenges, as you guys know that I've been focusing more on home furniture, things that I feel like we actually need now. And so my focus was not on any house things breaking or anything like that. So when that happened, we decided to just get a full washer and dryer set. So that is what we did. I went to Lowe's, looked at their dryers looked at their washer and dryers, and then I also went to the Home Depot. And so I decided to go with a washer and dryer set from Lowe's just because they had better sales and they were just more like organized. And I don't know. The Home Depot washer and dryer sets were just, not it. And so I did get my washer and dryer from Lowe's, and I have my receipt right here. So we're going to go over like how much they were and all of that. So, I decided to go with the LG washer and dryer. I'm not sure like what set they are, but I love them. They're like black and they're really, really nice. But they were on sale for $791, but I think they had an additional savings. It says minus $87.90. And then I also paid $45.18 for a hose, and then $39.98 for a dryer cord. I'm not sure, but that was included in the total as well. And then I also had to pay a $39 delivery fee, and then also $368 for one thing, $368 for another thing. It says a clamp. I don't know what that is. And then $19.98 for I don't know, something 8 feet for the dryer. I'm not sure what that is, but everything came out to be with tax. Well, my subtotal was $1,733, and then with tax, tax was $156 because we do, of course, have sales tax, and so my total came out to be $1,889. So yeah, that's a lot. So with that being said, the way that we are going to pay for it is I did use a credit card for this purchase, but this credit card has been paid off already, and the bill is not due until the end of the month. So the only thing that is on this credit card is this purchase, and what we are planning on doing is from now until when the credit card is due is we're going to try to cash flow as much as we can, and then the difference we're just going to use our savings. So we do have an emergency fund, but that is also included in our savings, so everything is together. So it's just part of our savings. So we're going to see how much we can cash flow. I did pay already $100 towards it from this last paycheck of last month, because as you guys know, I did go over in my dining table as well, so I had cash flow some of that. So with that and sinking funds and savings challenges, I already just put $100 towards my dryer and washing machine. So I still have a little bit to go, hopefully these next 3 weeks, but that is our plan. Also, you guys know that I am big into savings. We were trying to save for a truck, or are trying to save for a truck. So we do set aside a certain percentage of our check into savings always. That is like our thing. Like we basically pay ourselves first before anything else. And so savings is something that we are constantly doing every single time that we get paid. And not only that, but you guys know that before I stopped working, I was saving all of my paychecks as well. So we do have a nice amount into our savings. One thing that I have been doing differently since I stopped working is I did up the percentage into my Roth IRA. So since I'm not working, I'm not contributing to my 401k portion since I'm not working. So when I stopped working, I did decide to up the percentage of my Roth IRA because I still want to invest in my retirement since I'm not working. So that's why I've been doing like a certain percentage into savings, a certain percentage into investing, a certain percentage into spending. And so that's why you have seen me cash stuff a little bit less. And then with this going on, I'm just trying to not use like all of our savings. So if I have to cash a little bit less into not my saving, this is not my savings challenges, this is my planner. If I have to cash stuff a little bit less into my savings challenges or my sinking funds, I am fine with that. I am not going to use my sinking funds or my savings challenges. I'm not going to empty that. I'm going to continue to put money towards that because those are things that we have to get done anyway. So I'm not going to empty none of that. I could potentially empty that, but I'm not going to do that. All those months that I've been working towards that, I'd rather just use, if I can, just use $1,000 of my savings. I would rather use that than empty out my challenges. It just doesn't make sense to me. So that's what we decided on. So that is what we're going to do. So I have just been doing laundry because I had my bathroom full of like dirty clothes that I had to get done. I've also been busy with like school things, registration. I had to get that done as well. And so I've just been a little bit busy this week, but I am going to be doing a separate video cash stuffing my savings challenges. So be on the lookout for that. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's happening or what happened last week and the reason why I didn't upload. I was too busy looking for washer and dryers and trying to find the best deals. But yeah, so that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on the lookout for my next video, which is going to be my challenges, cash stuffing, and I'm excited. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these types of videos, don't forget to subscribe down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.